Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of June 21st, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, please take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else to hear. And check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, keep in mind, Sagittarius, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. The tarot card of the week reading is intended, though, to be a message to you from source, something that they want you to consider this week so you can make a decision that's best for you and your life at this time. With all of that said now, let's begin. Tapping into the Sagittarius collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for the Sagittarius collective for the week of June 21st, 2026? One more shuffle. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, the Nine of Cups. What situation in your life is bringing you emotional fulfillment? At the bottom of the deck, the Five of Cups. What painful situation in your life are you focused on? And what positive aspects are you not seeing? So in the Monica Louv deck, which I use for this weekly reading, the Five of Cups card is very unique. Well, typically, we see three cups spilled over and two cups standing behind the person. And you often hear tarot readers say, well, you know, in time, if you just turn around, there's a new soulmate there on path for you. And I do believe that's true. But the Five of Cups in her deck is different. The two cups are spilled and three cups are standing. So there's something here about remorse, regrets, loss, sadness over a connection here that's maybe not going so well or that has left your life. But the point of the card here is to say, but there are other things to be grateful for or other connections in our life that we could be celebrating. So let's see what this is all about. Clarify the Nine of Cups, please, for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is the Nine of Cups their tarot card of the week? What's behind that Five of Cups? The World card. Okay, so some of you, maybe you've had an ending with someone or just a closing of a cycle. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Nine of Cups, clarified by Strength, the Three of Wands, and the Sun. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. So it is a partnership-based reading, whether that's professional, platonic, or romantic. Tell me why the Strength card is here. Tell me why the Strength card is here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Tower, the Four of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Oof, bottom of the deck, the Death card. Okay, so there has been, or there will be, some type of news, information, communication that triggers this Five of Cups experience with this person. This person that you've been holding on to, like Four of Pentacles, I've been holding on to the job, holding on to the friend, holding on to the relationship. There's some type of news, information, communication that almost forces you to let go or to release. And it has taken or will take like a lot of strength and courage to handle this news. I think for most of you, you have already experienced this, but if you haven't, I feel like this is coming up soon. This is why this is your tarot card of the week reading. So the Three of Wands. Tell me why the Three of Wands is here. So news, information, communication, and it's tangible. Pentacles. It's not like gossip. So you're seeing it firsthand, hearing it firsthand, being told firsthand. Something like that. Connecting the dots, putting the pieces together. One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Wands is clarified by Two of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. Oh my, what have you dealt here with? So there's almost a feeling here of, and again, I always say don't take it if it's not yours. But that Three of Wands, looking at these cards, this could be read two different ways. I have a group of you here where you're contemplating moving on from this person, because the Three of Wands is astrologically the Sun in Aries. It's a very me, myself, and I energy. Like I have to do what is best for me and move on. So for some of you, the decision here is being made. Two of Swords to the Knight of Cups to the Eight of Pentacles. I'm moving on from this, but I'm not fully healing it. Instead, I'm going to redirect my focus into something that I love to do. So maybe you're getting creative around the house, or you're putting more hours into the business, or spending more time at work, something like that. Five of Swords, the Star card, and the Seven of Wands. It's almost like you don't even want to think about what has just occurred. And so with that Three of Wands, it's like I need to move on and almost like force myself to move on and stay distracted with something else. And then I have that other group of you. There's another group of you that's wondering, should I wait? Should I wait for this person to come back in again, maybe with an apology, or want to work on this or make things right? So again, only you know which group you're in. Some of you are like, I need to move on from this and I'm going to focus on other things. And others of you are like, I don't know if I should wait, right? That Two of Swords, like, I don't know if I should wait for this person to come in and make it right and work on this with me. The Sun card. Why is the Sun card here? Why is the Sun card here? I feel like I have two very distinct groups of you here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Sun card is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Five of Cups. Sun card clarified by Six of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Knight of Pentacles. Be careful regardless of which group you're in. Let's say you're in group one. This has happened with this person. You're done. You're letting go of them. But you're not focused on your healing, right? The Sun card is like literally the most healing card in tarot, for me as a reader anyway. There's vitality here. There's good health. There's healing. Okay, optimism, joy. If you're not working on healing this, and instead you're like, I'm just going to like literally like bury myself in work. That's what the person in the Eight of Pentacles is doing here. Then there's something here about this is like a toxic way to move on from that, because it's like, I don't want to feel the pain, or I don't really want to process the pain. It'll take you longer then to heal that wound. By burying yourself, staying distracted, it's like the healing takes longer. If you don't, Six of Pentacles, invest some time into healing this, then the path to being healed, Devil to the Knight of Pentacles, it's like it can take you a really long time to get over what transpired here. It's been a very disappointing situation. For others of you, be careful of the waiting. For those of you who are like, maybe I should wait. I'll wait and see if this person comes in and they make this right. I have known people who have lost years, literally years of their life, waiting for someone to come in and reconcile and make it right. So just be careful with both groups. If you want to wait, give yourself a time limit to wait. Otherwise, you literally you lose years here of your life waiting for someone to make something right when they're not going to. Your tarot card of the week is the Nine of Cups. What situation in your life is bringing you emotional fulfillment? That's what you need to seek out right now. Not so much distractions, not so much hanging around doing nothing but waiting. But I think the road to recovery for both groups is focusing on your own happiness. Bottom of the deck is that Five of Cups. Let's get three cards for those of you where you're moving on from this person, but you're staying busy with other things. Three cards for group one, moving on and staying busy. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles for me is also Virgo energy. So, and Virgo's like the house of health, or could be the house of health. So there's just something here like prolonged healing, again, for both groups. But for those of you in group one where you're moving on, Seven of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like if you're just moving on and you're going to focus on your pentacle resources, on your work, I just feel like you're diluting yourself. That Seven of Cups is screaming to me like wishful thinking that the pain or the disappointment, whatever's transpired here, is just going to magically go away. I don't think that's the case. Nine of Pentacles, again, nines are very singular in tarot. So there's something here about you really bringing attention to, spending time on the healing. I think working is great and distractions are wonderful. And I'm certainly not telling you to, roll yourself up in a ball and cry 24/7. But I just feel like moving forward and focusing on other things is still going to leave this, I don't know, this scar. It's not even a scar. It's an open wound at this point. And it's a little wishful thinking to think that it's just going to heal on its own if you stay busy with other things. Let's get 3 cards for those of you where you're waiting. You're waiting for this person to make it right. 3 cards for Sagittarius, waiting for this person to make it right. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the 5 of Cups. And we have the 5 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the High Priestess to the World card. Just be careful you don't lose time waiting for something that won't come in. Just be very mindful of your time here. Also, be mindful of your, not only how much time you're wasting on them, but how much time you are thinking of all of this. There's too much mental processing here going on. So group 1, you're not doing any mental processing over this, and that could be dangerous because it's wishful thinking that the pain will go away. And group 2, the waiting is actually causing more anxiety and less emotional fulfillment for you. 2 of Cups, Ace of Wands, the High Priestess, and the World card. I feel like when it comes to this connection, either moving on, having an Ace of Wands elsewhere, a creative new endeavor or experience or passionate new beginning in love elsewhere, or whether you are group 2 and you are waiting for a passionate new beginning or, again, new creative beginning with this person, because I don't know who this is, business partner, friend, family member, lover. Just trust your intuition on this. If your intuition is telling you a new cycle is coming, believe it. If your intuition is telling you that this is over, believe it. There's just something here about trusting your intuition with this. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. And make sure it's your intuition, not your mind, that 8 of Swords, not wishful thinking, 7 of Cups. Make sure that it's actually your intuition, not your heart, not your mind. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. This is a tough energetic read for both groups. So I can only imagine what you've experienced. So I'm sorry, Sag, if this is your reading. Let's get you 3 cards here of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. 3 of Cups, Knight of Cups. 2 cards wanted to come out. Judgment and the 10 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the 5 of Cups shows itself again. That's my God, third deck in a row that shows that 5 of Cups. Group 1, there's a judgment call here that needs to be made about healing that heart from what happened there. I feel like diving into work is not a good thing. We have the 3rd decan of Libra here in that Knight of Cups. It's also the 2nd decan of Scorpio. This relationship that has ended for you, Libra, is the house of partnerships, marriage, contracts, relationships, professional, platonic, or romantic. There is something here about we can't just pretend it never happened and everything's okay and then bury ourselves in work. I just feel like it leaves a lot of emotions to the Tower. And that's what you had here was the Tower. I feel like it leaves a lot of unresolved emotions for you. Group 2, if you're making the decision to wait for this person, give yourself a time limit. Otherwise, remember I said you could lose years. Pentacle resources for me are years. You can lose 10 years. I'll give you a quick story while I clean up your deck. I went to visit my aunt 3 summers ago. Yeah, 3 summers ago. Met her lovely neighbor who's 65 years old. She's been waiting 15 years for her person to leave their other person. 15 years. Just be careful of how long you give this person to come back around, or if it is third party, to clear that up. Just be very mindful of your time. I don't know why I felt inclined to share that, but that's the message that came through. So that is what I have for you. If you like those messages, they resonated with you. I just saw the World card here again, and the 7 of Swords. Make sure at the end of the day that you are not sabotaging your own happiness, okay? You have to do what makes you truly, truly happy at the end of the day. That is what I have for you. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.